Actually, what I'm doing, and again I'll explain it because now I have all the phones on taping. Folks, we're visiting casually with Ms. Sandra Burns, who is not only the executive director of the Metro Tyler Chamber of Commerce, but she's also a volunteer host on one of my shows, a show called Mark Isaac Potter Presents. Would you say that's accurate, Miss Burns?
That is accurate. I am the executive director at Tyler Metro Chamber of Commerce in Tyler, Texas, and I have co-hosted a few shows with Mark that I have thoroughly enjoyed co-hosting with Mark, and then the incredible guests that we had on the shows, the times that I was able to co-host.
Praise the Lord. You are a very well-spoken young lady. I'm very proud of you as a friend. So one of the things I wanted to mention today is that you still are going to follow up with your show with Jaqueen, right?
That is correct.
Okay, and I sent you an email already about all these things, but now that we're on camera, another item, I have 4 or 5 items. Another item is I would like to offer you a stipend. You know what a stipend is, I would assume.
I do.
Okay, so I want to offer you a stipend for thanking you for doing the shows. It won't be much, honey, but I just want to show my appreciation for what you're doing. Would you please, in the near future, think about what it'll kind of be a dance between what I can afford and what you feel like a little stipend would be for me to say thank you.
Well, Mark, what I would appreciate so much, and actually this is something simple and something that you have already done, and that is by your kindness and by your thankfulness that you have already given and displayed. So just a stipend really is not necessary.
Okay, well then, all right, good. I'm glad, because I don't have the money for it anyway. But I would like to then offer you either a family member or a friend, or your church missionary group. Any one of those 3, or let's say any 2 of those 3. So those people could call me up and say, I'm a friend of Sandra Burns, and she said you would do a free show for me. So maybe your sister or your Uncle Jake or somebody is starting a business, or they just have a cause they care about, or maybe your pastor is doing some missionary work in Ghana or Detroit or someplace. You could put a bug in their ear and say, Pastor, I have this friend who's a TV producer out in California, and he's said that I can have you call him and he'll do a show. Now it will be one of these new proprietary style shows that we're doing right now, in which pastor's face will not necessarily be on the screen, but he will be telling what he wants to tell, giving us contact information, and the show, the Lord willing, today we're having some equipment problems, but Lord willing, that show will be expedited out to no less than 211 million people within 941 minutes.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So if you want to pass that on, I'd appreciate doing 1 or 2 shows from either a friend or a pastor, or if you probably have a lot of pastor friends, so you can just give it to 2 or 3 of them. What's the demographic of your not the heritage demographic, but the business demographic of your, and I say the name of your chamber improperly. What, you don't call it Tyler Metro, you call it Metro Tyler, or is it the other way
No,
around?
you called it Metro Tyler. It is Tyler Metro Chamber.
All right. And what do you think
Yes.
is the business demographic of? I have
So,
dementia, honey. I can't remember, so I just won't say it wrong.
that's okay. It's okay. It's no problem. So the demographics as it relates to let's say for businesses, let me just go back, and our goal, our mission is to support and promote small and minority businesses in Tyler, East Texas, and to assist those businesses with advocacy and support for increasing economic growth and development is the primary goal and focus. And so what that entails is there are, as far as percentages, I would say 80% African American and 20% Caucasian.
Okay. And
And that Caucasian or whatever, that could be, like I said, black-owned businesses, small businesses, minority businesses, meaning that they're owned by women or a veteran or a, person in the minority population.
POC person of color.
Yes.
And of all those business people in the metro, whom do you what do you business kind of businesses do you think they're in the most?
So, the most, oh goodness, that's a good question, because we have a number of different industries. We have a young man who has his own shoe design, so he sells shoes that he designs.
Okay.
That's his company, that's his business. Of course, we have those who have catering businesses, those who have who are content creators. We have those folks who own bakeries. There are people who own small mom and pop restaurants. There's hairdressers, barbers. There's let's see, people who facilitate events, an event coordinator.
Okay.
They can have that type of business. So there are a number of different industries that our members are have their businesses. They're a part of different industries.
Okay, now I have other questions. While I'm going along here, I'm discovering different things I want to talk to you about that I didn't know I wanted to talk to you about. Let's see. I do have dementia, as people know, so I forget things. I guess I'll go to a different part of it. Would it be appropriate or inappropriate? Would it be moral or immoral for me to say to you, can I somehow approach those people and ask them to do this new negotiated kind of a show for an amount of money, not just free?
So, that would be something. I tell you what, a lot of our businesses that I have noticed is on Alignable.
Okay.
And that's really, if I would go back a little bit, that's how we met. We met on Alignable because we were a part of a group. They did the breakout group.
Yes.
And things of that nature. And there were about 5 or 6 of us in our group and
Okay,
we were
I
able
gotta
to engage.
keep
and we
talking.
were
I
able
gotta
to-
run the other room and get the ice cream, but keep speaking at length, okay?
Yeah, we were able to be in that different group. Like I said, there was about 5 or 6 of us, and we shared. Each of us shared our name, the name of the business that we work for, or the business that we actually own, and then we began sharing and talking about various aspects of businesses, and that's how Mark and I, connected from that point on, because not only did he and I exchange information, but there were some other business owners who were on the call, and we exchanged information. And so I'm very, very grateful for Alignable having that meeting and that breakout session to be able to connect and build relationships beyond just clicking on a box and things of that nature, but actually having the opportunity to be able to get to know the people that we're connected with on Alignable. So I think that was a very, very, very good meeting, a good opportunity. I've only been to one since then. I don't know if they still, if they continue to do those or continue to have those meetings on Alignable. I haven't received any emails.
Well,
as it
I
relates
can
to
tell
that
you
as
that
of yet.
I can tell you that I go to them almost every day of the week. So, yes, they do.
Really?
Yeah. But
So I don't know how I've been missing out on those.
well,
So
I can. You remind me. You remind me in an email, and I'll fix it. Now,
okay. But I
could
think that's a great
so
opportunity.
so rather than anything else, you'd rather I go on Alignable and look for companies from Tyler, and then approach them rather than say some other method. Like if I could find a company from Tyler, I wouldn't necessarily know they were in the metro, but I could say, by the way, and you're in the metro, or I could say, I happen to know someone in Tyler, and do you, Claire, want to be on my show or something? Is that what you're saying, or what?
Well, what I'm saying is that just like you and I met on Alignable, you're in California, I'm in Texas, and if you are able to connect and get on some of those, meetings to meet people, I think that's a great, great avenue. And it goes beyond Texas. It goes beyond California. You can potentially meet someone in Arizona. You could potentially meet someone in Louisiana, or because it just gives you that space and that visibility and that ability to be able to connect with so many different people from so many different areas. So that would actually expand your network. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people, if they're not already in your network, they can get in your network from Alignable.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying if I speak to someone from Tyler, or even from the metro of Tyler in particular, then I'm doing something called working my warm market, because they know you and I know them. When I talk to somebody just in the world, at Florida or someplace, then I'm talking to someone who, may not know me from Adam, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I talk to...
Like I didn't know you from Adam, but because we were able to connect. Hey, listen, Mark, I'm gonna have to go because I got.
All right,
at
give
5
it. Okay,
o'clock.
give us a piece of contact information that the public can have.
Yes. Once again, I'm Sandra Barnes, Executive Director at Tyler Metro Chamber of Commerce at 2000 West Gentry Parkway, Tyler, Texas. The number is 903-593-6026. It's our number. Check us out on social media. We are Tyler Metro Chamber on Facebook, and our website is Metro Chamber of Tyler.org. MetroChamberofTyler.org.
All right, honey.
It's our website.
All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Yep.
Bye-bye.
Well, folks, that didn't go as good as I would have liked, but it's okay, and I will now salvage all these. So I am